So yeah, like I said, my dad got married, then he went back to jail. And however the cards played out, story time for that later. I went to live with my grandmother, and my grandmother had both of my uncles there, who were probably maybe, one was like 19, 20, the other one was like 22, 23. They were older, but they were still young. And I'm just pointing that out, just so you have an idea of what we were dealing with, And I just told you guys on one of my first videos that I was sexually SA'd by 4 of my family members, essentially, right? So that means, if I tell you that I had one uncle in particular, which is my youngest one, was possibly the most repulsive and the most disgusting individual. I'm 33 years old, and I've yet to meet a man that holds that level of perversion. Yeah, we'll get into that later. But so, after my grandfather, it was my uncles who were essentially watching P-word on corn and would be stupid and idiots and freaks and would watch it and then want to practice it on me. And I was a baby. They were my babysitters. My grandmother was going to church. My family was big in church. Let me say that. I come from a family that is so deeply rooted in church. All of my aunties and uncles were deacons and deaconesses and close to the pastors. And my grandmother was on every auxiliary board. And my daddy was a pastor. And, that's usually... We'll get into that also, but that's usually with the way they come off. You know what I mean? Holier than thou, and whole time they sweeping stuff under the rug. All right. So again, my dad's in jail. My grandmother is raising me because of, there is nobody else. My mom passed away. And my uncles are doing this, and they did this for years at no relief, at no aid in a bed. Now, I will say one uncle was more cognitively aware than the other. With the other one, I would say that he had some level of mental disability, but not to the point where he didn't understand what he was doing. He knew what he was doing, but a lot of it was just it gave repeated behavior, like someone done it to him, and he's seen it done to other people, so he's now operating at that frequency. Because his younger brother, he was the older brother, but his younger brother was the one I was saying was completely